Hey guys, Woods Farm here. Just going to do something a little different. I'm going to take a look at the trail cameras I had set up last winter. I had 3 cameras out. Some of the memory cards didn't last all winter, but we're going to take a look and see what we got. This is up on the northeast corner of my property, and there's a couple of trails that cross through here. And you can see that there's a group of 3 or 4 does that seem to be coming through here pretty often. And then I got this guy. We did not see this buck on any of my trail cameras at all last year, right up through hunting season. So I don't know where he came from. Pretty cool antler there. And this guy, he must have shed one of his antlers. He's just got one, a little like 4-point. There's that group of does. They seem to be pretty consistent heading up there. Starting to get more snow on the ground. I don't know where these guys came from, just running around the corner. Same group of 3 does. Little coyote. Pretty healthy looking. There we go again. Same does doing their thing. Afternoon. Well, something's got them running. Well, this doe, I don't know if she got split up from her group, but she's being pretty cautious. Just checking the wind there, looking around. Oh, there's another one up behind. It's kind of a cool shot. Just checking the wind there, being real careful, and having a little snack. That's one of the reasons these deer are in here. There's a lot of these shoots, these little saplings that they can eat. Early morning. It's funny how sometimes they're in groups and sometimes they're by themselves. Oh, who's this character? Okay, this is the dogs. This is my wife and daughter taking the dogs on their daily walk. And the dogs, the scent from the dogs doesn't seem to bother the deer. I've noticed over the years with the different trail cameras, they don't seem to mind. So this is a different spot on the property. This group of does, they're looking back at where my wife and daughter were walking with the dogs. And that's a mom and a fawn there. That's back up in that northeast corner. Pretty late at night. This is usually when I see bucks moving around. You know, around midnight, 1 o'clock. I usually see the does in the morning and afternoon. -17, that's pretty cold. That's maybe why they're moving around. We're getting to near the end of January. Look at her tail. I think she might be a little spooked there. Snow's starting to get pretty deep. You can see there's been a lot of deer on this little spot here. You can see all the tracks in the snow. I thought this was interesting. A fisher just scooching along there. Figures that the camera would be kind of blurry, but that's definitely a fisher. And there's my dog again. You can see this is in the morning. The dogs go through, and then later that night, big buck. This is the buck that we seen the previous fall during hunting season on the trail camera, but we weren't able to get a shot on him. He just kept moving around at night. Don't know if she's all by herself there, but seems to be looking around, being pretty careful. Must be hard to find food at this time of the winter. Yeah, there's that same group. Believe it or not, I don't have a tree stand here, but I might think about it next year. I tend to think they move a little bit differently in the winter, so it's not always a good indication of where to put up a tree stand for hunting season. But they're definitely consistently coming through morning and afternoon at this spot here. So I might watch this over the summer and see. End of January. We do hunt right here in this spot, and this is exactly where they're supposed to come up and cross through. But it's pretty hard to get a shot in here because it's pretty woody. There's a lot of trees, a lot of cover. There's that buck from last year, and he had a rub and a scrape right near here, and he just mostly moved at night, so we couldn't track him down during shooting hours. That's a nice shot because that's clearly a doe and her fawn. The fawn looks pretty healthy. I think it's pretty cool that mom's just sitting there conserving energy, and the fawn's kind of moving all over the place. Yeah, so this seems to be a pretty popular spot this winter. Look at this. Okay, so we're into March. I call this March Madness. All through the month of March, they start grouping up like this. Look at that. I don't know what they're looking at back there. They must hear something. They're looking back towards the road, and there's a house in that direction. Oh, there's a coyote. Oh, it's spring. Snow's starting to melt. Yeah, I find once the snow goes and you get into May, they just completely change their patterns. anyways, hope you enjoyed that. Neat little video showing all the deer activity on my property. A raccoon, you don't often see them during the day. Oh, it's probably the same raccoon. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll get the cameras set up again, and I'll probably make another one of these videos over the course of the summer.